The health of Americans has been declining at an alarming rate since the early 1900s. The 8 major diseases killing Americans were literally unheard of at the turn of the century. The United States ranks 52nd out of 54 countries in overall health. According to the World Health Organization, the United States ranks 17th out of 33rd in longevity and 32nd out of 33rd in birth defects. 2/3 of all U.S. deaths are from degenerative diseases, not old age. Preventable and degenerative diseases account for 75% of the $1 trillion spent on healthcare each year by the United States. Modern farming practices and soil depletion are sickening our country and causing an epidemic of disease and ill health. We are overfed and undernourished. 2/3 of all Americans are obese, but our bodies are starving from malnutrition. From the 1992 Earth Summit in Brazil, it was determined that soil nutrient depletion is a worldwide epidemic. The mineral depletion level in North America is up to 85%. There are many factors that contribute to the problem of nutrient-deficient foods in our country today. Overcultivation and lack of crop rotation, chemical pesticides and synthetic fertilizers, air and water pollution, and hybrid and genetic modification. Our modern cultivation process has literally replaced the once healthy circle of life with a circle of sickness. All of us need healthy food, and we're just not getting it.
In our country today, we are suffering from overconsumption malnutrition. And what that means is we're eating a lot of calories. We have an abundance of food. But the food does not contain the nutrients that we need to really sustain our health. You know that feeling of when you finish a meal and you go to the fridge and you say, I just want something else. That's your cells really crying out for the nutrients that they're not getting from the food. And this really results in a lot of obesity and disease that people experience in our country today.
We're often really disturbing is that even when we fill our grocery carts with fruits and vegetables, because of the soil depletion and the farming practices, this food looks good, but it doesn't contain the nutrients and the micronutrients that we need to keep our bodies really vital and healthy.
Most people don't realize that the immune system requires minerals and enzymes every day to function properly. According to Dr. Jesse Stoff, Dr. Robert Atkins, and others, poor nutrition can cause ill health and suppress immune function. A healthy cell needs over 60 minerals a day, 22 amino acids, 16 vitamins, fatty acids, enzymes, antioxidants, oxygen, phytonutrients, water, and sun. Modern fertilizers only provide 3 of these: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium.
One of the most primary responsibilities that we have is to build a strong immune system, and that's really the only power we have over our health, is to do that. And the basis of our immune system is minerals. Without the minerals, we don't have a strong immune system. And when we look around at people's health today, their immune systems are compromised. Everybody's immune system is compromised. From stress, from all kinds of things, and that leads to degenerative diseases.
You know, even people who come here for preventative medicine who think they're generally healthy, well, when you take a history, you find out their energy could be a little bit better. You know, be it the athlete who's training hard, be it the person who's working 40 hours a week, juggling, taking the kids back and forth to their practices, they're all depleted and can be helped to some level. And in that case, it's great because they're coming to the office before disease has manifested from this chronic lack of nutrition. So whether we're trying to prevent these diseases or treat them, nutrition is helpful, and the myriad is immense, be it obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, chronic fatigue, autoimmune disorders such as your thyroid, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia. All of these can really be helped and enhanced and even prevented to some degree with proper nutrition.
Minerals are what fuel our body. See, if we take our physicality right down to a cellular level, every single thing that happens in our body requires an enzyme action. It's like that little spark plug that fuels everything.
So basically, most patients who walk through the doors here walk in depleted nutritionally. I mean, bottom line is, be it their heart disease, be it their diabetes, their elevated blood sugar, their fatigue, they're depleted nutritionally.
Now, we know we need to supplement. Even the AMA says that we must supplement the food today. But if taking pills was the answer, we would be one of the healthiest countries in the world instead of one of the sickest.
So when most of these patients with these illnesses walk through the door, the primary treatment is actually aggressive lifestyle modification. The top of the list is working with the diet and changing it for the better, improving their nutritional intake, repleting their nutrients that have been depleted over the years. You know, that coupled with exercise is frequently the two main caveats to their treatment of their illness.
So we need to find a source of these nutrients that are missing from our soils. And the best source that I have found is sea vegetation. Sea vegetables are among the oldest plants on the planet. Ounce for ounce, they contain the most dense nutrition of any other vegetables.
So as a naturopathic doctor who spends a lot of time treating endocrine and oncology issues in my practice, I started recognizing a link with certain mineral depletions. And one of the ones that has shown up to be kind of an ignored mineral over all these years is iodine. And in the United States, we have such an incredible amount of diabetes, cancer, thyroid disorder, obesity, osteoporosis, lots of chronic illnesses. We also now know that things like reflux is related to an iodine deficiency. We also know that stress levels increase our estrogen levels, which decrease our iodine absorption. And we also know that iodine in the body will help balance out those estrogens. And that's where it comes into helping prevent a lot of these diseases that I just mentioned. In Japan, on average, people get 15 to 25 milligrams a day of iodine into their system. In the United States, we get less than 0.25 micrograms a day in our system. And this is where we see such a huge, huge, huge impact in how our body's immune systems, endocrine systems are functioning. I like to think of iodine now as sort of the lubrication for the entire endocrine system, for it to communicate well and for the immune system to understand what those signals are saying and to treat and prevent many, many, many chronic illnesses that we are seeing growing exponentially today. And so instead of using a salt to get your iodine source, I really prefer using a liquid nutrient, which is high in the sea vegetables, including the iodine levels and the other important minerals to help its absorption. And the aloe helps the digestion really take those minerals into the body and be utilized appropriately. And so it's something that tastes good, easy to do, and something that you can do every day.
A few years ago, I discovered a live food product that is aloe vera and sea vegetables. I began to offer this to my clients, and I was astounded at how quickly their muscles became hydrated, flexible, and responsive.
I'm a masters competitive swimmer, and I've been competing in masters swimming for about 40 years, and here's where I start my day in the pool with a masters swim team. Come in here 5 days a week, and I usually swim about 4,000 to 5,000 yards. And this product comes out of sea vegetables, and it's liquid, and you drink it. And I believe in liquid supplements versus pills, because the pills you never know if it's going to do anything. That supplement is a big part of my training program.
In 1997, I was diagnosed with lupus, a very serious autoimmune disease. And for me, all that meant living with the never-ending flu symptoms. I woke up in pain every morning. Some days it would work out. Most days I would have fever, chills, extreme fatigue, body ache. Only way I could get through the day was taking ibuprofen every couple hours. A nutritionist introduced me to the sea aloe mineral blend. Oh my goodness, drank that within a matter of months, got my life back, was able to go back to work, share this with others, back to skiing, going to the gym, having a life again.
What's interesting about health and well-being is the foundation of health and well-being came from plants and live foods. What our society has done is gotten away from that and more towards pharmaceuticals. What this has bred in our society is a thought, a cultural hypnosis of disease is a natural state, when in all actuality, health is our natural state.
So I've been teaching Pilates for 8 years, and I've also been taking the aloe and sea vegetable blend for 4 years. And I consider both Pilates and my drink as part of my quote-unquote health assurance plan, and I'm really committed to both of these practices as part of my self-care that I do in my daily routine.
I was drinking the vitamins and minerals for probably 2 years, I would say. And then for a number of reasons, I was out of town traveling, all kinds of stuff. I wasn't able to take it for about a year. And I cannot tell you how great I feel now being back on it. I can tell such a difference in my skin is hydrated, my everything from my eyes to my hair, my fingernails, everything. It's like all back in balance, and it's exactly where I'm supposed to be at.
So I like to remind people that wellness is about taking care of ourselves when we're feeling good and when we're not feeling so good. When we make choices on a daily basis to enhance life, then the body can heal itself. Since day one of knowing that we were pregnant, it's been really important to me that I be as conscious as I can about everything that I'm doing, including what I'm putting into my body, so that we have the healthiest baby possible. And so drinking something that's so full of minerals and vitamins and the sea vegetables and aloe makes me feel good that I'm taking good care of myself and the baby.
My clients thanked me for their higher energy, their flexibility in their muscles, and the more life force that was in their body. And I highly recommend that anyone who uses their muscles on a regular basis and wants to feel at the top of their game will absolutely try the sea vegetables and aloe.
I started taking this liquid supplement 2 years ago at one of the lowest points in my life. I was extremely depressed. I was on an antidepressant. I had very bad acid reflux and took Nexium every single day. I had chronic sinus infections at least 3 or 4 times a year. I was on antibiotics. When I started taking the liquid supplement, within 3 months, I threw away the antidepressant medication. A few months later, I was off of the Nexium. I have not had a sinus infection. I've not had my allergies bother me. I have not had any problems in the last 2 years. My immune system is so much better. The thing that's been the most rewarding to me is the energy that I have now. I'm 61 years old. I work with people that are all in their mid-30s to late 30s. And I really think I have more energy than the 32-year-old woman that I work with. I feel great and I love this product. I will take it the rest of my life.
I've been taking sea veggies and aloe for 4 or 5 years now in the liquid form, and I would not be without it. I feel great. I have so much energy and I can be active all day long. It gives me the nutrition I feel that I need because I can't possibly eat enough to give me all the vitamins and minerals that my body should have.